All right, for today's video, I'm going to show you what it's like in the life of a mom, a homeschooling mom, and a content creator who works from home. I'm Liesl Smith, and this is the Flexible Income Club. Thank you for watching my channel. Let's get into today's video. A day in my life in October 2025. So most days I wake up and I have my coffee in bed. My husband makes me a coffee before he goes off to work, and that is my favorite time of day to just be quiet in bed. I might read a Bible verse, I might listen to a prayer or a little talk on the Hello app, and then I just enjoy my coffee, the quiet time, because the kids are still sleeping, and eventually I'll go to my phone and start reading some messages for the day. That's between 7 and 8 in the morning. After that, the kids wake up, they get going, and then it's usually time for me to take the dog out. What I'll do after I've taken the dog out is I'll sit down on my computer and have a look at what I'd written down the day before of things I want to do and start checking messages again. I like to answer people's messages first thing in the morning. Secondly, I send my emails. Like, I have a daily to-do list, which is my daily money-making list of things I must do, money-making activities that will actually bring in money for me. And one of those things, the top of the list, is actually my email list. It's not my email list of people who have subscribed already to my emails. These are actually emails that are from a shared email list. And every day I send them an email telling them about my program, very short email. And this list actually brings me in like daily referrals. So that's like my bread and butter, basically. After that, if I'm dressed as in to the fact that I have makeup on, or I'm actually like properly dressed, not in a Christmas sweater, I'll go and record a TikTok video quickly. My second highest income is from one of my TikTok channels. So it's a priority that I record at least one video for that TikTok channel each and every day, Monday to Friday. I take the weekends off. I don't want to do anything work-wise for my business on the weekends. I want to spend that time with my family, my husband, and be fully present. So I work Monday to Friday and during working hours, basically from 8 till 5. After 5, I don't answer messages anymore. I don't reply to messages anymore. I'll save it for the next day. And this is one of the reasons I'm busy in the process of setting up ManyChat or one of these autoresponders, so that when people comment on my content, that they'll get an instant reply and not wait for me to be back at work the next day. So you might want to look at how are you doing all this with juggling kids, and how much time are you actually spending on your business? So how much time I actually spend on my online business depends from day to day. Some days I feel a lot more creative. I really have like the gung-ho energy and I'll do a lot. Other days, my kids maybe require more attention from me, or they, we have a project we're working on, or whatever the case may be, and they might need more of my attention, and then I spend much less time on my business. So it really fluctuates. It's really up and down. And that's what I love about being able to do my own thing, make my own money, and not be relying on somebody checking on me, like how many hours did you work today and how many hours didn't you work? And then there's also just things like my mood that also influences how much I work. Like some days I might be like really low energy, it might be that time of the month, and I just don't feel so creative. Then I'll give myself the grace of like, okay, take it easy, chill, relax today. Tomorrow is another day. So one of my priorities, like I already mentioned, that I do every day for my online business is I send emails. And that literally takes me 5 minutes of my day. And that is really, like I said, one of my bread and butter things. And then recording a TikTok. So that's maybe like, it takes me maybe 10 minutes to figure out a script, 5 minutes to record it. And then the longest time is probably editing it, which takes maybe 15 minutes, which is probably still on the long side for most people. Sometimes I'm faster, sometimes I'm slower, but I'm just like estimating some numbers here. And those are the things like that I have to do every day. So that is basically, say, 45 minutes of work and mainly the TikTok script. And if I'm feeling really creative, I might record a few TikToks in a row. So that saves me time as well. So that's really all the time I have to spend on my business every day to keep making money. But then what I do beyond that, because I have so many interests, is all up to me. And because I have the luxury of my kids being at that age where they are happy to do their own things, so I am not a super artistic person. I'm wearing one of my creations, as you can see, like very homemade. This is not one that I sell. This was just for us, like a Christmas shirt. But I have learned some skills in these days, and I do find making things that are really visually appealing fun, So I do spend a lot of time on that, and I do spend a lot of time on learning how to get better at those things. So what's next in my day? So far, I've had my coffee. I've done a bit of Bible reading. I've checked my messages. I've sent my emails. And what's up next is usually homework with my son. He's the oldest, and then breakfast at the same time. So I'll start doing those. His homework takes quite a bit because we are at a bit advanced stage of homework, but usually he can work very well on his own and get ahead. That brings us to around about lunchtime. There's probably maybe another time to let the dog out. Again, when you live in the Netherlands and you have no back garden, taking the dog out takes up a lot of your time. That really does annoy me. What I have to do next is I actually have to start working. So I'm going to move you over here while I tell you what the other things are that I have to do on a daily basis. After lunch, it's usually time to do homework with my daughter. We often do crafting as well. I'm teaching her to crochet. We're doing these little origami, and those little animals that you crochet. We're doing a lot of those lately. And we found an app called Ribbler. I don't know if you know about it. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I just thought I'd mention, like, this little app, Ribbler, is so cool. You get free patterns on there for the cutest little creations. She's very much into Sanrio at the moment, and they have all the little Sanrio characters on there. We're actually also making little cats at the moment. So that's a cute thing that we do. What else do we do in regards with homeschooling? We always have projects going. We've always got projects going for homeschooling, things we're working on. My son is very much on a cooking basis at the moment. He's learning new recipes and experimenting and making themselves. He's making a mean meatloaf at the moment that he learned a few weeks ago. So that's our go-to recipe at the moment. And then later on, it's time to make dinner. My husband loves a nice warm cooked meal when he gets home, and I really love making that and having that ready for him when he gets home from work. Around 4 or 5, I start cooking dinner. Yes, and by the time it's evening, I don't answer any more messages. I used to make this mistake before in the beginning with my online business journey, where I would just be answering messages all day long. If people send me a DM, I would answer them. I would make it a priority to answer as soon as possible. But I've learned that is not the way to do it. You need to set your boundaries. You need to have, not give people access to you all the time. And that's what I learned. So now I keep office hours. And that really works for me. And also then the autoresponder helps for that as well. So by the way, if anybody wants to learn about easier ways to make content, because that's been a lifesaver for me, I'm working on that right now, is to create content easier for platforms like Instagram. It's actually fantastic. You can create 30 reels in an hour, in less than an hour. And compared to what I'm creating right now with my TikTok channel, it's like one video in a half an hour. It's pretty special to be able to create so much, because obviously the more content you put out there, the better. All right, yeah. So then after dinner, it's really phone off. So what I do is to relax, I might watch something on Netflix. Last week I was watching a Korean cooking drama show with time traveling. It's a lot, but it was quite cool. I really enjoyed it. And then it's the bedtime routine and everything like that. That's my day in a nutshell. It's not spectacular. It's not sitting around and lounging in coffee shops. And then we have a trip planned to go to Ireland in between here and October. So October is going to be awesome so far. This fourth quarter looks like it's working out really well. Also with the Bitcoin price. Just to throw that in there. Yeah, so have a fabulous day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. And this is my Pins to Paychecks playlist up here. That playlist is all about creating blogs and using Pinterest as your traffic source for affiliate marketing. So that's a different way of doing affiliate marketing, which I really love. And yes, I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you enjoyed this style video a bit more than the usual.